And now I'm going to please ask the Governor of Florida, Governor Rick Scott, to address everyone.
Thank you. Es un placer estar aquí. Gracias a Mayor Alvarez por este evento. Como gobernador, mi prioridad es ayudar a Puerto Rico después del huracán María. Estamos trabajando duro aquí en la Florida para ayudar a todos los impactados. Trabajando duro para Puerto Rico tenga todo lo necesario para salir adelante. All of you went through, we went through 2 hurricanes this year in Florida. We went through, this last year, Nate and Irma, and we could see the impact it had in our state. And then we watched, all of us watched with horror the unbelievable size of the hurricane that was going to hit Puerto Rico. So before the hurricane and after, I've tried to stay in constant contact with Governor Rossello. It's all of us that have had the opportunity to travel there, it's just devastating. The first trip I got there, afterwards, just all the trees were down, you know, the power was out, it was horrible. So what I've tried to do as governor is do everything I can, one, to help everybody in Puerto Rico to the extent you can as governor of Florida, because we have similar agencies. There's things probably that we can do to be helpful that probably the federal government is not as in the same position to do. So we've tried to do that. We work to make sure that we got in-state tuition for people that are coming here, made sure that the children that were coming here could get into our schools. Our school systems around the state, our school districts have really done a good job getting people here. Yeah, they've done a really good job. Probably the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that how welcoming Florida is. Since October 3rd, 318,000 people have flown into our airports. We opened up, I ordered the opening up of relief centers, and Wes Small, who runs emergency management, is here with me. We've opened up relief centers at the Miami Orlando Airport, and we've seen over 38,000 people. And we organize state, federal, local resources, not-for-profits, and we've tried to solve, whether it's housing, whether it's jobs. Mayor Jacobs is here, is very helpful. A lot of individuals are here. But healthcare, just what is each family's problem and try to solve it. I know from the governor's standpoint, he wants everybody to be safe and prosperous. Eventually, he'd like them all to come home, but in the meantime, he's in the same position I'm in. We want everybody to be welcome. If you can just think, can you imagine your family leaving a place with probably not a lot of money, not know a lot of people, and struggling? So we're going to keep doing it. We're still seeing people come here, but we're going to do everything we can to be helpful. The U.S. Congress has passed a relief bill. I urge the U.S. Senate to do the exact same thing for Puerto Rico and for Florida. We have different damages than Puerto Rico has. One thing I can announce today is that we are going to put another $1 million into our workforce boards called Career Source. That's going to help those evacuated. We've already helped over 7,600 individuals evacuated from Maria get jobs in Florida, and we're going to continue to help. I know long term the governor wants them to come home, but in the meantime we want them to be prosperous. I've been talking to FEMA constantly. I talked to Brock Long yesterday, the administrator of FEMA, about the issue of making sure that we want to make sure there's case management for everybody here, so whatever services that our federal government can provide, they get them. Whether it's transportation, whether it's housing, whatever issues they are, he's promised me that there will now be case management for everybody that has the opportunity to get any federal resources. So I want to thank them for doing that. One of the big issues we're dealing with, and I know that Mayor Jacobs is very focused on this, is the housing issue. So we've asked, we're working through our Department of Economic Opportunity with our local housing authorities to see what we can do. We hope we can get some support out of the federal government for that. Well, I can tell you, we're going to keep doing everything we can. Anybody that's here, we're going to be the most welcoming state. Let me give you my direct number at my office. Anybody that needs anything, it's 850-488-5600. 5603. You know, I want to make sure everybody feels comfortable if they're here. Now it's my opportunity to introduce Governor Rossello. I just want to thank him for his hard work and his dedication. If the first time you meet the governor, what you feel from him is he cares about people. He takes it personally, what's happening to everybody in his island. He's somebody that will show up and work hard. He's married a wonderful lady and just had their second child right after so he is all that joy and hardship of children. By the way, it's a lot easier to be a grandparent. I have 6 of them, and they're a lot easier. So now let me just introduce somebody that I admire for his tenacity and his dedication to the people of Puerto Rico, Governor Rossello. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is exciting right here. This is exciting seeing so many people that have the interest, that have the commitment, and that want to help Puerto Rico. Thank you so much. I want you all to give yourselves a big round of applause for your commitment. I want to thank the governor. Thank you so much for your continuous conversation with us, your help, and putting your staff at our disposition. That means a lot to us and to the people of Puerto Rico. I want to thank Senator Nelson. It's hard to find a better friend in Congress than Senator Nelson has for the people of Puerto Rico, always fighting for the interests of the people of Puerto Rico. I want to thank our contemporary, my contemporary, Darren Soto, Congressman. We just came in, but certainly hearing his passion and his commitment to help the people of Puerto Rico should be energy enough for all of us. And I want to thank the mayor of Kissimmee. He's been a wonderful, wonderful advocate. He's been to Puerto Rico, I think, 5 times now, looking for ways to help. Looking for ways to, see how he can actually get things done. Sometimes people have good intentions, but they just stay at that. The mayor has made sure that every time he goes there, he has a task at hand and that he can work. And I want to thank all of the leadership over here, mayor, senator. I want to thank our vice president of the House that's with us here, Lourdes Ramos. And I want to thank all of you. Why do we cherish, no, why do we love our U.S. citizenship? Why is it a citizenship that people all over the world are trying to get, are leaving so much behind, and are making the ultimate sacrifice to get? Why is it? Why is it that this U.S. citizenship is so important and means so much, not only to us, but to everybody else in the world? I'll tell you why. The U.S. citizenship represents opportunity. It represents equal treatment. It represents hope. It represents democracy. It represents the notion that it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter where you were born, but it matters what you do right now that can define what your future will be and what those opportunities for the next generation should be. That is why everybody in the world recognizes that the U.S. citizenship is the most cherished, most loved citizenship, and that everybody in the world is trying to see, or a lot of people in the world are trying to see how they can be part of that hope, of that dream, and that aspiration. Now, I want to tell you that even if that is true, there is still an unfinished business in American democracy and with our American citizenship. What would you say if I tell you that that citizenship has a little glitch? That citizenship has a geographical glitch from the 19th century, whereby virtue of just being geographically located in a distinct part of the continental US and Alaska and Hawaii, you don't have the same rights, you don't have the same power, you don't have the same benefits or the same responsibilities as the rest of the US citizens. What if I were to tell you that you can just jump on a plane from that jurisdiction and come to the United States and gain those rights immediately? What if I were to tell you that you could be born in Nebraska, be a congressman, senator, or even a president, and decide to retire in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico and lose the very rights to vote for the very position that you held? That is the unfinished business of American democracy, and it has been a long-standing battle. Just this year, we celebrated in Puerto Rico, proudly I may say, 100 years of U.S. citizenship. We are proud. We are proud U.S. citizens.